Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am pleased to be talking about Monster High again because Monster High is my favorite brand at this point. It's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I've been waiting for some more leaks, and today we have what seems to be a theatrical or promotional poster of some kind promoting the new Monster High animated series. So, I don't think this picture is confidential or anything, so I don't know, don't copyright strike me, I guess. But, let's just get right into it because there's a lot of thoughts to be had. Also, a release schedule was posted by the Dolly Olds about Monster High upcoming releases for this year, possibly next year as well, and I wanted to talk about those as well, so I figured this video will be good for that. So, with that, let's get into everything. So here it is, the leak in all of its glory. Here we see Frankie as well as Clawdeen, and in the corner you can see Lincoln Loud of the Loud House, which is a show on Nickelodeon. So, I'm assuming that this is like some kind of poster that Nickelodeon put out too early, and it happens to show off Clawdeen and Frankie, because as we know, the new animated series is going to be on Nickelodeon, which is, probably bad, because whenever a show doesn't perform as amazingly as SpongeBob did in its first season, Nickelodeon cans it. They kick it to Nicktoons, their premium network that you have to pay extra for. So, we'll see how that goes. Maybe because it's under a contract, though, it'll be different. I don't know. All I know, though, is that today we got to see Frankie and Clawdeen. And now comes the part where I give my opinion. So, obviously, this wasn't going to be the same as the original 2010 through 2015 designs. I'm getting like a 2015 reboot energy, mostly from Frankie's face. Something about Frankie just looks kind of off to me. I like that they gave her a prosthetic leg. I think that that's a very interesting, like, design change to make, because Frankie's always been made up of, like, different parts and stitched together, so I guess giving her a robotic one is pretty cool. I like it. I think it's a cool idea. Clawdeen, her face reminds me of the original, I just smacked my camera, of the original 2010 animation, so I vibe with it. I vibe with the way they made her look. But I would say my main issue is that her hair isn't brown. Clawdeen has always had brown hair, even in the 2016 reboot design changes they made. She still had brown hair, but with purple streaks. I don't like that the purple has completely taken over and dominated her hair here. I don't know. I tend to be pickier about Clawdeen because she's my favorite, but I'm okay with what I'm seeing here. Her style isn't so bad. I also have a bone to pick with the glasses. I don't know. I don't like that it seems like they're going to change Clawdeen entirely. When it comes to Frankie, she kind of reminds me of her movie counterpart. Somebody I follow on Instagram, Mordecai Wolfgang, posted this comparison. I screenshotted it, and I'm pretty sure that the movie designs were based on the animated series designs. I feel like it makes sense, because Frankie looks really similar to her movie design here. Clawdeen is even wearing a very similar shirt and skirt combo with a gold belt, as well as the glasses. I just feel like it adds up, and from what we had seen of Draculaura before, her design looked really similar to her movie design as well. So I think it's likely that the movie designs were loosely based on the animated series. That makes sense to me, at least. So from what we're seeing, Frankie does remind me a lot of the 2016 reboot. I know I keep jumping between 15 and 16. I'm sorry, it's just a slip of the tongue. I mean 2016. And Clawdeen, I like her hairstyle from what I can see. Again, when I get this doll, I'm probably going to remove her glasses. But that's just me. As for Frankie, I do like her style from what I can see. Frankie's always had like that schoolgirl look going on, so I think it works well for her to continue to dress like that. As for Clawdeen, I would want to see the fur coat that the actress is wearing here, because I think it would make her feel more complete. But overall, this is actually not so bad. I think it's cute. There's a lot of people who dislike it, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But I don't know, I'm kind of down with this right now. There's obviously things I would change, but for the most part, for what we're getting, it's alright. Now, here is that Fall 2022 lineup, starting with the Boo Original Cree Productions 2. It reads that while Wave 1 has just released, designers tease that there might be a Wave 2 coming as well, but it's hard to know since they are Walmart exclusive, but rumored characters would be Ghoulia, Yelps, Holt, Hyde, Cleo, and Deuce. And Cleo and Deuce are said to be $50 because they would be a 2-pack most likely. I think a solo Cleo release would have been cool, but seeing a reproduction of their 2-pack would be nice, honestly. I'd be down with that. Next up is the Black and White line, which is rumored to be a Target exclusive. Mostly because the listings haven't been found in any system other than Target's, but a Target exclusive does make sense. Monster High actually recently teased on Instagram that they're going to be releasing more grayscale fashion dolls, kind of like the 2010 Frankie. We're thinking that it's going to be basic Clawdeen, basic Laguna, maybe basic Draculaura, kind of like the Cree Productions, but basically just all blacked and whited out. I don't know if they're going to reproduce a black and white Frankie. There's no confirmation. Some people were taking the post on Instagram as saying, oh, we're going to reproduce the 2010 Comic-Con exclusive Frankie. I feel like if they did do that, it wouldn't be exactly the same. Like, maybe the doll would be really similar, but the packaging would most likely be different. I don't think they would copy the original Comic-Con packaging. That's just me, though. I can't see them doing that. But I'm thinking it's gonna be like the Cree Production girls, well, ghouls, but all blacked and whited out. Blacked and whited out. Is that a phrase? I've said it twice now. I don't know. There's also going to be the basic dolls. They are going to be $25 each. Fan fave characters and new signature looks for a new generation. Ghoulia seems to be a Target exclusive, while Deuce is going to be an Amazon exclusive. And I just gotta say, why do they keep shafting Ghoulia? Come on, she's a Target exclusive, and then we go down to Haunt Couture 2, Mattel Creations exclusive, and only Cleo and Laguna are listed. There's been no confirmation whatsoever of a Ghoulia Haunt Couture. Like, come on, man. Ghoulia deserves more love than this. Ghoulia wasn't even in the 2016 reboot. She got that 2-pack with Cleo, but she looked more like the original doll, and I think she even featured the original body. So it's like, I don't even count that as a reboot Ghoulia. They replaced her with Monica. But Monica was a bad guy, so it's like, it's more like she replaced Toralei, but Toralei was still there, so Toralei just had nothing to do. The 2016 reboot was a mess. Anyway, there's also going to be budget dolls, at least 3 characters, and there are speculation that because they're cheaper, $13, they're going to be like a Monster High version of Barbie Fashionistas. I don't know. I'm thinking they're just going to be like the original budget dolls. I would prefer that they don't go down the no articulation route this early. Like, please don't do that again. But who knows. And then there is the infamous Frankie and Deuce 2-pack for $50. I don't think it's going to be a Euphoria situation. I don't know anything about Euphoria. Everything I've learned about that show has been against my will. When season 2 was coming out, everybody was going insane over it. It was just, dude, I figured out what the plot was just from reading everybody's Twitter posts and the comments under them. I don't even have Twitter. I was just seeing the posts be reposted on Instagram. I'm getting off topic, though. There's going to be a Creepateria playset, and then there will be more Skeletor dolls. Likely that there will be an Elvira, Mistress of the Dark doll soon. It's like, I could see why that's likely, but I think that this year they're going with more of the theme of the Universal monsters, based on the Dracula Skeletor, so while Elvira may happen someday, I personally can't see it happening anytime soon. Maybe next year. Because this year they seem to be leaning more into, like, classic monsters. So that's just my speculation. I'm thinking they might do, like, the werewolf or the creature from the Black Lagoon, maybe Frankenstein and his bride, something like that. I personally can't see an Elvira doll happening this year. I didn't make this. Once again, it was made by the Dolly Olds on Instagram. So, yeah. In the note at the bottom, it says, "Note, more dolls are confirmed to be coming out," like in lines such as Creepover Party and Skulltimate Secrets. You guys have asked me if I knew about those. I do. I just didn't cover them because I didn't want to. I'm terrible at this. Sorry. So characters like Twyla are going to make a comeback. You know, before anybody else that people have been asking for, like... Who else have we been asking for? I don't know. But they like Twyla a lot, so they're bringing her back. And those dolls are most likely going to come out in spring 2023. So, yeah. We've gone over everything now. I honestly don't know what else to say. I'm really excited, so... I guess I'm just taking all this information in. I'm just processing it. But, I'm excited to see what is coming next. I don't know how good the movie's gonna be, just because it's a musical, and I don't usually like musicals. I personally don't watch them. I'll sit down and watch Princess and the Frog. Or Tangled. But, like, that's like it. I don't really like musicals. But the regular show shouldn't be a musical, so I'll watch that. I'm definitely gonna watch the animated series once it starts coming out. I'm excited for it, too. Overall, I'm just excited for Monster High to make its comeback, and I'm interested in seeing how the dolls are gonna look. I think Clawdeen is gaining back the molded-on fur, because I feel like I see, like, fur on her legs. I'm not positive, though. She didn't have it on Haute Couture, so I don't know. I don't know if they're going to use the original bodies like they have for the Cree productions and Haute Couture. They might end up making new ones entirely. But as for right now, we don't really know anything. I'm just kind of speculating. A lot of this video has been speculation. But, yeah, with that, we've gone over everything. I don't think it's a stretch to say that I'm excited for Monster High to come back. I could talk about this all day, honestly. Monster High is confirmed to be making an appearance at, like, Comic-Con, from what I've heard. I've heard a lot of people talking about that, at least. I think it's true, but hopefully at Comic-Con we'll get to see some first looks at the dolls. That'll be cool. But, yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one.